Hello, I'm Sue Grant from Berthon, and I was asked by the Grey Wolf crew to say a few words about FPB 78 to Grey Wolf. So there she is in the Solent with her captain on the deck, looking very smart indeed. We went out to take some shots of her. Here she is with her Dashu offshore, fantastic lines and capability to go anywhere. Joined us after a cruise in the Antarctic at the beginning of 2019, and she returned home via Brazil. So the western end of the Solent is a little bit tame for her. Here is an atmospheric shot of Grey Wolf just off the Needles. You can see her crew are on the matrix deck above. And she looks absolutely amazing. Below, the great room floats scenically by. The yacht's easily managed. A couple of her sisters are run with 2 people. Grey Wolf likes to do a lot, so she accommodates comfortably 4 crew and 6 guests. Now here is Grey Wolf on a grey day at Berthon, Lymington Marina. She joined us for a few days, and it was great to see her after her adventures in Antarctica. And she then left us and headed north for a cruise before returning to her home port of the Channel Islands. FPBs don't bother with paint. This is bare aluminium. Outside there is minimum maintenance, and Grey Wolf is actually coded to MCA Category 0, which is the largest classification you can get. Now we're just going to step onto her stern platform. There is a lot of safety equipment and gear on Grey Wolf which enables her to hold her classification. Beneath this step is a very useful stern thruster, and now we're coming on to the aft deck. As you can see, she's got 2 ribs which are easily deployed using the booms that she holds, which can act as flopper stoppers. And in front, essentially, she's got the barbecue. Controls on a winch for the dinghy handling. And then here we're walking forward to the large foredeck. And there you see the epic anchoring arrangement. And she has quite a sizable boot forward as well. The glass is super strong and was very well researched before Dashu Offshore decided to use this design for the great room. Of course, the concept of FPB is that you have 360-degree vision, which makes for a fantastic environment both at sea and in port. And now we're going to go up these steps to the matrix deck, which is unique to the FPB. This is mission control when you're on board any of the FPBs, and Grey Wolf has full electronics. Maritron is running from here. So when on this deck, you have full command of the ship and fantastic vision. Her lovely owner Peter, as you will see, enjoys electronic widgets. She's got significant solar array, as with all of her sisters. She also has a fantastic seating area and also a sofa on the starboard side. And then out onto the poop deck, if you like. More solar array. Good access everywhere. Great vision. You can easily see there are her booms. This really is a much used, fantastic area. Now we're looking back to Berthon. And onto her forward poop deck. More solar array. Lots of room for toys on this boat, which has been fully taken advantage of. Okay, so there we go. This is where Grey Wolf's crew spend a lot of time. So we're going to come down the steps. And back onto the aft deck, including barbecue. Of course, she was built in New Zealand. Now we are in the Great Room aboard Grey Wolf. The Great Room is the iconic space that all FPBs have. On Grey Wolf, she is using a light wood interior, but you hardly notice it because all you actually see is everything that's happening outside the yacht, which of course is entirely the point of the Great Room. There is the trademark V of the FPB 78, TV, which I think looks a little bit small aboard this yacht. Fantastic area for eating, socialising and being in. And the thing that is so amazing about these boats is that the galley is part of the main saloon. You can watch keep down below and everybody is together and enjoying the experience. Masses and masses and masses of refrigeration. Really fantastic cooking, storage. This yacht is intended to, and has indeed, spent many weeks at sea, and the crew have really not starved. Here's a communications point, and there you go. Massive area taking us down into the lower deck of Grey Wolf. Because she's MCA compliant, she does have the odd watertight door. This is a great workstation on the lower deck. and we're walking up forward. And this is the forward crew accommodation. 2 fantastic upper and lower berth cabins. Access into the Grey Wolf man cave. All the 78s have forced air ventilation, which works really well. Of course, she's also got air conditioning and heating, and the yachts are phenomenally well insulated for high and low latitude. Storage on the starboard side, and this is the owner's stateroom, which is just lovely. On the original design, it went right the way across the ship, but actually dividing it with the storage makes it a much better and friendlier size. A heads compartment there, and there. So the shower is separated. And then you come out past the workstation. Do you see those lovely steps down? And then you're in the guest accommodation. Lovely double berth cabin. There's a pipe cot above for when you want to really get the numbers up on board for exploration and all that sort of stuff. All the cabins have AV and comms, and they're all light and airy. Big heads compartment, separated shower. Remember, this yacht is only 78. Less the overhangs, of course. And then we're into the next guest cabin, which is a mirror image. Lots of storage, light and airy. The yacht has port lights in the hull which illuminates the bottom deck. And then again, huge heads compartment. And there is access into the engine room from this guest cabin. Here we go, twin-engined. Everything on this yacht is incredibly well laid out. And bear in mind, you're looking at her a day and a half after she's come in from a long passage. Washer dryer. This engine room needs much more explanation than I can give, so I will leave that to the crew when you tour Grey Wolf live. Aft of the engine room is another twin berth cabin, which is the aft twin cabin aboard Grey Wolf. These magical steps, and back into the great room of this very, very special yacht. If you see her at an anchor near you, you certainly won't find that there's anything else at the anchorage quite like her. And probably not quite so capable of world cruising, both high, low, tropics, whatever. Grey Wolf too.